I'll show you how you can use multiple forms and how we can design them. What functionalities or features can you add to your form? So let's get into it. First of all, this is the editor screen you're looking at, and in this editor, we have several types of forms. The very first form is what we call a lead generation form, which you can find here under Components. Just go to Form. These are the two forms. The first is a vertical form, and the second is a horizontal form. There's also another one, which is an order form. With the order form, you make the payment and then get redirected to the thank you page. So that's the order form. Okay, let's quickly select this vertical form here, and we'll make some quick changes so you can see how to edit the form, change the color scheme, update the text, and all that stuff. So let's move on to this, which is the very first setting, the form setting. Here, the input, if you look, this is the input. There's a difference between these two lines and the background color. The background color is simply the background color of the placeholder text. So I'm just picking this red or pinkish color, and I want to change the placeholder text. The placeholder is the text inside the field. For the first name, if you see, this is the text that will work. This is the text that will change. Okay, and after that, if I want the text alignment to be centered, now you can see it centered. I like the Poppins font, so I'll change it to Poppins, and I want the font weight to be medium so that it looks more visible. I want this to be medium. And border radius, if you want, border radius is like the curves you see here. So this is the border radius. If I want to change it, you can set it to whatever pixel value you want. And you can also adjust the border width here if you want to make it bold or light. If you just want an underline border, you can use that option as well. And this is how you can edit the design and all that stuff here. So just play around with it. And this covers the basics, the foundation, and the design perspective. As you can see, these are the form settings you can adjust. Besides this, there's the label. So if I want the first name to show at the top or the email to show at the top, I can do that. So this is how the labels will appear and how we can add those labels, which I'm going to show you. So once you click on the settings here, you'll see the first name field. Okay, for the first name, if I click on it, I can just add the field title. The field title is my first name, or let's say, fill in your first name. Okay, I'm making this required, and then I click update. Now you can see this is the one. Fill in your first name. In the same way, I'm just adding it here. Fill in your email ID. If I click on it, you can see this here. So this is what we call a label, where we can change the text and increase or decrease the size of that specific one. If I want to center align this, you can use that option. If I want to use Montserrat and I want it italic, normal, and just like that, you can increase or decrease the size of this one. So you can make as many changes as you want, and similarly, you can create this kind of design. Last but not least, there's the button. We have a lot of themes that you can use. We have a lot of really good and interesting themes available here, so I want to make sure that this particular one, the button, should definitely be used for that specific purpose and also to submit your response or input. Okay, and I want the button to use Poppins as the font family, which is a modern, clean, and highly readable typeface that works well for user interfaces. I want to increase the text size of this button, making it more prominent and easier to read, and I want to center align it so that it looks balanced and visually appealing on the page. You can do that easily. If you want to use this button at full width, you just need to drag and drop it here again, and it will automatically expand to fill the available space. This is how it will look when you do that, and if you want to add some additional elements, such as icons, labels, or even tooltips, you can do so to further customize the button's appearance and functionality. Let's add a bit more text to this, so let's go ahead and add a subtext to the button for additional clarity. You can also write something like, for example, last chance to fill this form before it closes. So this is how you can make changes. This is how you can use all these different options to customize it according to your preferences. If you want to add an icon here, let's say for instance I want one at the front of the button. I'll click on Add and then select any icon from the available options right here. This is how it will look after you add the icon, and this is how you can change that specific part of the button. If I want to decrease its size, I'll just adjust it like this, making it smaller or larger as needed. And here you can create a lot of great visually appealing designs, just like this, by using all these customization features and options that are available to you. Okay, if you want more details, if you want more types of fields in your form, here's how you can do that. If you go over here, you'll see this select input type in the advanced settings for this one. If I click on it, and I want to add a phone number field as well, just click on it and it'll be added right away. And after that, if you want more fields, let's say radio buttons if you want, You can add a radio button for gender, like male or female. And another option is other. Okay, so if you want this, you can use it too. You can also adjust the size, set the title, like you can label it gender in the same field. You can also set the gender field and make it required. So this is how it will be added here. In the same way, you can add multiple fields or whatever fields or data you want to collect. You can do that just by using this Add Custom Fields option, and you'll be able to collect multiple types of data. If you want the address, the city of the person, the state, country, zip code, and so on, you can add those too. Whatever information you want or require from your customer, you just need to add it right here in this section, and that'll do the job for you. So this is exactly how you can design the form in a way that suits your needs, and this is how you can add multiple different fields as well as customize them according to your preferences. These are the various different variations as well as the basic and advanced settings that you can use to create a really good, effective, and professional looking form. Thank you very much for your attention and for following along with this demonstration.